Hey guys, it's Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of March 20th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by the Comic Book Store, 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey, 08028. Come buy comics.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls and Team Ashen and all kinds of other places you find me. The Comic Book Store, I'm everywhere. Come find me. Here's the trades, because you love those. Here we go. Batman Arkham Ra's al Ghul. Collection of different Ra's al Ghul stories. I don't know all of them, but the ones I know are really good. We got Crowded. I think I read issue 1 of this. We can't remember, but I think I did. I think I liked it, too. Nobody knows. Return of Wolverine. Just wrapped up, now in trade form. We got Batman Volume 9. Batman's still going strong. We got Uncanny X-Men Volume 1. This is issues 1 through 10, that giant story arc by Brisson, Rosenberg, and Thompson. We've got Dark Knight's Metal. This was released in hardcover. This is the first time it's in trade format. This is the one that introduces all of the different versions, the alternate Batman. We got Sunstone Volume 6. Paul, you love Sunstone.
Sunstone was good.
Sunstone's great. Steven Sajic's great. We got Black Panther versus Deadpool. That also just wrapped. We've got Seven to Eternity Volume 3 by Rick Remender and Jerome Opeña. This is probably the one trade I get asked for the most. When is it coming out? Well, it's out. Stop asking me. And then we've got Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast. I believe this was originally published in Heavy Metal Magazine. It's probably not a very good story, but who cares? It's Iron Maiden, and it rules.
First up, we have Batman issue number 67. Not a lot can be said about this book. And the reason because there's no dialogue in it. Like, at all. Other than a short message from, or short, like, wording from a bartender, and then some odd, disjointed stuff at the very end of the book. Batman is chasing a hooded figure through Gotham, and literally it's all just sound effects the entire way through. This is getting weird, and it's still just, we're in the middle of these nightmares, and they're not supposed to make sense, but at some point they will make sense, and I will be happy when they do, because this one's weird. But if you're paying attention, if you like the Nightmare series, you should definitely check this out. Otherwise, you're technically not missing anything, because nothing was said.
All right, first up, we have The Life and Death of Toyo Harada. This is a Valiant comic book based on the main bad guy of their universe, so to speak. Depending on your point of view, he usually does the right thing for Earth in a very terrible way. I haven't been reading a ton of Valiant that has to do with him anyways, recently. But he is kind of played off as a sympathetic character early on in the story. It shows you his family dying and kind of what he did as a young child. He helped everybody back in the 40s during World War II, and then it shows him now trying to force a space elevator into orbit so that they can get this alien tech that has been long dormant and orbiting Earth since, I guess, a lot of explosions, because comics. Having not known a ton about all of these characters, I really enjoyed the book. I enjoyed the portrayal of him where he's bad. He's clearly bad, but he's got so many righteous opinions, I guess. I don't know if there's anything you should read before you jump into this. I didn't feel terribly lost, but I know Valiant's history. I know Harada from way back in the day with Harbinger and whatnot. I really enjoyed it. I think it's worth checking out.
Next up, we have Spider-Man City at War. This was almost my pick of the week. This is the beginning of the Marvel Gamerverse. This reads exactly like DLC content. And I know that's redundant wording, but it reads exactly like a downloadable mission for the Spider-Man video game, and that's what it's supposed to be. This is going to be a new universe based on the video game universes of your favorite titles, starting with Spider-Man, obviously, and then they have some fun designer notes in the back from the game. But he is dealing with a lot of the people that you would see in the game, like Mr. Negative and Fisk and the Shocker, and a new plot is developing around the fact that Wilson Fisk is not around right now, and what may be happening to the city in his absence. This was a lot of fun to read, especially if you are a fan of the game. I haven't played the game, but I've watched enough on Twitch. I don't know what that is, but I've watched enough on Twitch to understand it. And this read exactly like downloadable content from the game. So it was really fun, really interesting to check it out. You should too.
All right, and I did it again. I picked a random issue. I picked Captain Marvel #3, and because why not? That movie was awesome, right? Did everybody like that movie? I can't hear you anyway, so don't stop yelling at your computer. It's Kelly Thompson, who is awesome. We've been over that. And this story is a weird one to jump into. I believe I read issue 1 on here, Paul. Was it issue 1 I read? That was because there's so many, there was all those miniseries and everything leading up before the movie. The issue 1 was good. Basically, it's Carol and a bunch of female superheroes fighting a male chauvinist, superpowered man who has this crazy army of men, and it's a battle of the sexes quite literally. Still pretty good. I was a little lost. I think I should have read issue 2 and not skipped it. But I have so much faith in Kelly Thompson. I had a good time anyways. Echo is in this. Echo is one of my favorite characters, so I was pumped. And I'd like to check out more. But yeah, it's a good, solid book. And if you enjoyed the movie, why not jump into Captain Marvel?
What is my pick of the week? My pick of the week is High Level, issue number 2. This book is just beautifully drawn. I have to give huge credit to Barnaby Bagenda and Romulu, for Harada Jr. Your work is just beautiful. Rob Sheridan does a great job with this. The first issue was a little bit muddy for me. This solidifies a lot of what's going on, and it is basically the story of a smuggler named 13 who is trying to get this weapon of mass destruction, who happens to be a kid, to this mythical land that she doesn't understand called High Level, which is basically, to her, this make-believe place in the north where everything's not a crap fest. This is beautifully drawn. It's wonderfully written. Vertigo has been killing it over the last couple months. Between this and Goddess Mode and Hexwives, they've been doing phenomenal work. This one is no different. Pick it up.
All right, it's time for my pick of the week. Paul, do you want to know what my pick of the week is?
I'm going to find out.
You are, because I'm going to tell you, buddy. I love interacting with you when there's really no reason to.
There's not.
Not at all, anybody. They're like, why? Why do you talk to Paul when you should just tell me what your pick of the week is?
It's not like we talk all the time.
We do talk all the
day.
time. Yes, you've been here for hours.
I know.
The curtain has been pulled back. All right, I'll stop delaying. My pick of the week is Invisible Kingdom. This is a brand new #1 from Berger Books, which is Karen Berger? Oh boy, can't remember. Anyways, this is like Dark Horse's Vertigo. This is by G. Willow Wilson, who is awesome. She's best known for creating Kamala Khan and doing the whole Miss Marvel run up until just recent. And I got to tell you, Christian Ward, I am not super familiar with you, but I am now because your art was amazing. The art alone is worth the price of admission, but the story is also very good. It is about space nuns. It's about space nuns and about a girl of a different alien ethnicity, I suppose, trying to walk blindfolded to the monastery where she will become a nun. And there is another story going on about some delivery service, maybe space pirates. You don't know if they're legit or not. There's a lot of... You feel like they're legit, but you don't know a lot about the world yet. They crash on the same planet, and things are positioned to go kind of wild. I really enjoyed it. It's just a basic, like, the young girl who is going... Girl? I don't know. They said there's a lot of different sexes in that, right? In that species. I'm not sure if she's a girl. She might not be a girl. Paul, I don't know. Okay. Doesn't matter, though. She just had a very touching arc, and I really enjoyed it. The space stuff was fun, It was short and sweet. I just like G. Willow Wilson. I like how she writes. I like this story. I'm curious to see where it goes. It was just a fun space story that has the potential to go absolutely haywire. The art is beautiful. Check out that art. Do it. All right, that's it for the video. If any of you guys this weekend will be up in Lancaster, PA, Paul and Elf will be there. Correct, Paul?
Yep.
You'll be there on Saturday being all pressy.
Yep.
They're going to be pressy. And you can go meet them and go say hi to them. And Paul will show you his cool tricks he does. Paul, you going to do that one trick?
I don't have any tricks.
Paul has this trick. It's really cool. He does this thing with his knee. It's so weird. It makes the weirdest noise. Paul, do the thing with the knee.
I literally just did it. Sorry. I did it without actually knowing what you were trying to do, because it just needed to pop.
All right, well, Paul does a cool thing with his knee.
It's
Get ready for that.
It hurts a lot.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Don't do that. Don't ask me to do that.
Ask Paul to do the knee thing.
Please don't.
Make sure he's braced on something. He could just fold like a cheap card table.
Yes, because I'm literally popping my knee out of joint. Don't do that.
It's great.
No, it's not.
It's really great.
Just, no.
It's fantastic.
No.
Make him do it.
Please don't.
Do it.
Please, no.